Who's ready for a beer? Today's gonna be a good one, I feel like. Oh, man. Nothing to get the day moving. Nothing like a beer to get the day moving. What's up, Kentucky? How you doing, man? How you doing? What's up, Pam? Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button when you're in here. That'd be greatly appreciated. Hell yeah, man. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. You ready to have some custard, Lando? No? Okay, well, not ready to chug then. I think it's time to do the damn thing. So, wait for it. Bam. You know the drill with that. Hopefully I'll have something for you within the next 5 years. Who knows? Who fucking knows? But other than that, bam. Welcome everybody to another live beer review. And today we are going to be taking a look at one from, I would say they're a pretty popular brewery. From what I know of, I see their stuff all over the place. We're going to be taking a look. I don't even know how to say this name of this beer, but I'm just going to go kind of wing it. But we're going to be looking at a beer called, I don't know if it's Curieux. I don't know. I don't speak whatever language the hell that is. But yeah, we got like a Belgian triple we're looking at today from Allagash Brewing Company. They're out of Portland, Maine. And yeah, I'm excited. So before we get into that, let's learn a little bit about Allagash themselves. So all started in 1995 with one employee, one brewmaster. In 1995, Rob Todd opened a brewery. A year prior, he worked at Otter Creek Brewery, doing everything from washing kegs to cleaning tanks to brewing beer. Rob rented a spot in the corner of a warehouse in an industrial park and called it Allagash Brewing Company. So, from going from 1995 to seeing what they've kind of evolved into up in 2021, it's pretty cool how they just like kind of elevated their style and just to become the well-known brewery that they are today, which is always really, really cool to see. So yeah, let's see. This guy is a whopping 10.2% ABV, like it says on the bottle. Brewed and bottled in Portland, Maine. So we got a little Belgian triple golden ale kind of style, which I like because anything aged in barrels or bourbon barrels is like right up my alley. So let's kind of, before we crack this guy open, what is the Curieux all about? So aging our award-winning golden ale in a freshly emptied bourbon barrels layers the beer with notes of vanilla, caramel, and oak, and a hint of bourbon. This beer was first made up back in 2004. Curieux remains their most popular barrel-aged beer, and to make this beer, we go out triple in the bourbon barrels for approximately 7 weeks. After that time, we blend the barrel-aged beer with a portion of the fresh triple to bring out the beer's notes of passion fruit and honey, and results in a flavorful, multi-layered ale with crisp, dry finish. So that's really cool how they take the aged version and like kind of mix it with the fresh version to kind of bringing this overall fresh slash aged beer with all kinds of different flavors I'm going to get in there. I want to taste that oakiness. I want to get that authentic Belgian style of a triple that I enjoy. So let's crack her open. Let's see how she pours first of all, because that's the other thing. I'm be drinking out of just an Untapped pint glass. You know, nothing special. But yeah, let's see how she pours. Oh yeah, nice kind of crisp golden complexion going on here. Very clean looking, which I like. Be able to fill up the entire glass with this. Boom. Think we got it. So yeah, let's see what we get off the smell before we take a sip of this guy. Oh yeah, definitely getting a lot of crisp notes that I would definitely get into, like when I first smell a Belgian triple. These are exact notes I would usually get. So very reminiscent of a style of beer that I've come to learn to enjoy. Of course, before I took this out of the fridge like an hour ago, so I let this kind of get to room temp so I could kind of get some of those more deeper notes in this. I want to get more of the oakiness. I want to see if they use any more like different spices in here that would be reminiscent of a good Belgian triple. So let's give her a try. So cheers, everybody. Oh yeah. Oh yes. So right off the bat, beginning that nice like oaky kind of maltiness, along with like some spices in there. I'm maybe getting like a little, I don't know what the hell is that spice I'm getting. There's definitely a very spice forward kind of authentic Belgian triple taste that I'm getting right off the bat. Definitely getting that kind of oakiness to kind of mix in there. The honey is actually coming out pretty predominantly for me, which I really like. It kind of gives it like a smooth sweetness. It's definitely like a crisp, no kind of like oily, syrupy kind of texture in your mouth. It's just like the carbonation kind of gives you that tickle on your tongue a little bit, which is nice. But yeah, let's see what this thing is saying on Untapped. Like I said before, stated as a Belgian triple. It's rated at a 10.2% ABV on Untapped, and then it says it has a 27 IBUs, which is like a natural kind of bitterness. Well, so let's look a little bit more details of this beer as well. So they use the grains they use. Their two-row malted barley blend, and then a local pale malt in there. So I'm definitely getting those like heavy barley kind of note forwards with that. While mixing with that honey is really nice as well. So they have like a, let's see, the most of the spices that they're using in this, they're letting the natural kind of spice notes you would get out of this beer come from the aging of the bourbon barrels, which is nice because they're trying to let that shine a little bit more, which I like. It's definitely very crisp, definitely has that dry kind of feel of a beer that's really delicious. I'm definitely thinking that after trying a couple beers that are Belgian style and actually drinking them room temperature, I think I prefer them room temperature than cold. I don't know why. There's just more deeper flavors that come out in them. So let's see what this guy says on Untapped. So like I said, 10.2%, 27 IBUs, and it has an average rating of 4.05 on Untapped with over 94,603 ratings. So, yeah, that's pretty good. I like seeing that. So let's see. We got somebody named Jeff over here that gave this a 4.5, 4.25, 4.25. Somebody gave it a 3. What I'm probably thinking I'm thinking somebody gave it a 3 because maybe it was their first introduction to Belgian style beers, and it might not have been for them, but it's not for everybody. It's kind of a unique taste when it comes to a beer. So somebody gave it a 4.25, a 4, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 4.25. Yeah. It's definitely delicious. I highly recommend, if you're interested in trying Belgian style beers, do yourself a favor, put it in the fridge just to get that initial coolness in it, but then right before you're about to drink it, let it sit out for an hour to get room temp, to get the temperature kind of going, and make sure you have those like deeper flavors to come through. And you're not gonna be disappointed if you're into a Belgian triple. This is delicious. I like the crisp kind of color to it. It's not really any kind of dark complexion to it. A little bit kind of, you can't really, I wouldn't say you can see through it. A little bit translucent, but not too bad. But overall, very, very delicious. So let's see where you can find some of Allagash's stuff. I know Allagash is actually more of a bigger brewery than what I've actually talked about before. So when it comes to like their pickup and delivery options, you can find them all over the place. I don't think you're going to find them on Tavor, all that, but they're in other kind of avenues where it's like if you're in specific areas, you can look on Instacart to find some of their beers. There's something called Saucy Wine and Spirit Delivered, kind of little company they have. So if you use Saucy, then that you might be able to find them on there. They're also available on Drizzly, Minibar, and Max Delivery. So if you're using any of the kind of those like delivery kind of food, drink, beverage kind of delivery service to your house or whatever location you are, you might be able to find some stuff from Allagash on there. Like I said before, this is their most popular barrel-aged beer, and I can definitely see why. This is something that's definitely nice and crisp, refreshing. It's crazy how when you think of refreshing on like a hot summer day, you want something cold and crisp. But to me, room temperature, I think this would be just as refreshing as a cold like Pilsner or something like that right after you've been working outside all day. There's something about there where it's like a little bit of like that passion fruit and the honey, and along with those crisp kind of barley kind of flavors you're getting there, is delicious. I'm definitely getting the honey, and the passion fruit is a little bit more subtle the more you drink it, but there's like it's heavy barley forward. You taste like the oaky bourbony kind of taste in there that you could tell it's a 10.2. So definitely not. I wouldn't recommend this being sessionable, but it's definitely one that you can sit back, relax, and have about 2 of these, and you'll be feeling pretty good afterwards. Oh yeah, but it's good. So let's kind of go off my grading systems we usually do. So first off, can/bottle art. Yeah, this is I like this. It's clean. It's very professional looking. Don't have to worry about anything that's appealing to specific age groups or something like that. I could see this being like a bottle just because of how it looks. You would see something like this at a grocery store or possibly a bottle shop or a liquor store as well. But it's very, very classy, and something that when you look at the label, you can tell that there's like high praise behind this just because of how the font and kind of showing just the different logos and all that stuff and kind of all that stuff on there. So I like it. It shows that they're confident in their work and they're confident in their beer. But when it comes to what my kind of grading style is and how beer labels appeal to me, I wouldn't say it's up my alley to say, because it's just not something I would actually go out of my way and look for when it comes to looking for a beer at a liquor store or something like that. I mean, if I saw it as I was looking through the coolers and saw it and I was like, hey, a Belgian Triple, I haven't had one in a while, I'd definitely pick up a 4-pack of this. So for me, I would say my label rating for this guy, just because it's not something that's too standoffy, even though I like the classiness of it, I'll give it like a solid 3.5, 3.75 out of 5. Again, you guys have seen some of the beers I reviewed before, and I have some pretty out there labels when it comes to stuff I like. So I've been waiting. Well, bears, yeah, whatever. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, definitely really solid. Very solid label, clean, classy, but wouldn't be my highest rated when it comes to label. So let's start going to the actual reason of what we're going to be giving this for a rating on its own. So, like I said, it's a 4.05 on Untapped, so pretty high rating on this guy. And let's see, if I went to Allagash and got this in a flight, would I get a glass of this by itself? Since Allagash is known for making a lot of Belgian style beers, and their namesake is for barrel aging their stuff, this is definitely one I would recommend for anybody that's looking for a Belgian triple. So if I got this in a flight, I would definitely get another glass of this. I want it to be room temperature if that was an option. Who knows? But this would definitely be one I can sit back and enjoy. So, but let's get down to final ratings on this guy, because that's what matters the most. So, with the 94th, almost 94, 95,000, pretty close to people rating this beer, giving it that 4.05 average rating, what am I going to give this one? Out of all the Belgian triples I've tried, this is definitely... It tastes... It's hard to say, like, something tastes a little bit more mainstream, because I've had some Belgian triples that the spice notes and the different kind of complex notes have come through further than this one. I mean, if this is a beer that they're trying to get Belgian triples popular to the masses, I definitely recommend this. This would be one that I would recommend for somebody to try if they're trying to get into Belgian triples. The higher ABV might be something that people kind of stand back of, just because when you think of a beer that's more mainstream, you're not looking at a higher percentage beer. But with it being a 10.2%, kind of sitting back and enjoying it, it's definitely one that, to me, I would definitely recommend. So if you're in the Portland, Maine area, you can probably find a lot of their stuff out there. A lot of places on the East Coast, you can probably find Allagash's beers. I know they have one that's probably the most popular beer, which is the Allagash White. And that one's fantastic. I've had that one before when I go to like a bar or something. But let's see. My final rating on this guy. I mean, with all other Belgian triples I've had, still tasting delicious, but kind of being more in that kind of safe realm when it comes to the flavor profiles you're getting. I'd easily give this like a 7.5. It's good. I like it. And I would recommend it to people who are looking to get into Belgian triples. This is something that's I would say is readily available to people. So if you're looking to try out a Belgian triple, yeah, take a look and see what you can get from Allagash, and you might be able to find something that might be up your alley. So, other than that, I think that's all I have for you guys this afternoon, really. To be honest, I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the rest of this and kind of enjoy the rest of the day. So, thank you everybody for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. I know the chat's been kind of blowing up, and I've kind of been ignoring some of the stuff going on in chat because people are just here to cause shenanigans, which it's okay. I don't mind it. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. So, if you're new to the channel, you like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button and that like button as well. It would help me out a lot. Or if you're just another regular that's here to have some fun in the chat with talking about nothing that relates to what I'm actually talking about, that's cool too. I don't mind. So, yeah, make sure you hit that like button before you leave. That would help me out a lot, because there's like 16 people watching, but only 4 likes. What the fuck? Michelle, what the hell are you talking about when it comes to bears? I don't know. You're having too much shed time over there. But other than that, that's what I have for you guys today. So, thank you everybody for tuning in. I greatly appreciate all of you. I love every single one of you in chat right now. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you guys, even though it's something I really, really enjoy. But other than that, yeah, that's all I got. So like I said, very, very solid, like 7.5 is what my final rating on this guy is going to be. So, yeah, that's all I got, guys. I'd like to thank everybody in chat. Thank everybody that's going to be watching on the replay. I appreciate all of you. And remember, if you're going to drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. And cheers, everybody.